decent selection in Reda's highlights this week with no tattoos and mostly gear items, and an item has reappeared to grab for everyone this time, so let's talk about them and let's go. Let's start with the only naval item this week, the Draugr tailpiece for 35 opal. It has been in the shop many times before, a very creepy, horrific style piece with a candle lit up with green smoke hanging from a big skeleton hand for the players who like to do some hell raising. The Valhalla, and I hope I pronounced this right, the Reindeer Mount makes its return to the shop. It's from the Niflheim set and for sale for 150 opal. I love the design on the mount here, the runes lighting up on its fur while traveling around, and a magic snow effect falling from its antlers and leaving behind on the trail. If you've missed this one, go get it. It's of course a nice reskin from the mount you can get at settlement level 6 and travel around with in the Mythical worlds. Now moving on to the gear items, we've got another piece of the High Elf set, the chest piece for 120 opal. Now if you have grabbed the hood last week that was for sale at Reda's, you can activate the first perk on it. Increase range damage, but it's removed when you receive damage. And the complete set perk gives you an additional increase in melee damage. The armor is a reskin of the Thor armor set you can get in the base game, but with more white and green touches. I do like the combination, but because it's a reskin, it's, not that impressive. Yeah, I would go rather for the helmet of this set. That one is pretty unique, and hopefully that will drop at Reda's one day. Speaking of unique helmets, the second gear item is Url's Hunter helmet for sale for 120 opal. Another returning item. Last time we saw this at Reda's was at the end of August 2021, and it's comparable to the Berserker helmet but with a boar head instead of a bear. Love the teeth that are coming out from underneath, giving this wild vibe. The perks are focused on ability damage and a ranged playstyle in combination with the Man's Best Friend ability. You can get this ability from the A Little Problem quest, where you have to find a wolf in your settlement and eventually take it in as your pet. This ability allows you to request help from your wolf buddy to defeat enemies. And finally, we've got the weapon department, where we find the Mythical Sweeple Spear from the Valkyrie set for 120 opal. The design is matching, with tiny wings near the blade, the Yggdrasil tree as an icon in the middle, and covered in a gold and silver style. And we've got the Surtur sword from the Hell's Damnation set for sale a second time for 120 opal. This time as a weekly item though. You already has talked about this amazing sword a while back. Also the design screams Muspelheim, with the lava effect on the sword, the tiny moon crescents on the hilt here, and the smoke coming off the weapon. Now what about the perks of these two weapons, Jor? Are they a good fit to spend your opal for?
Yeah, I think you want to just get the spear for the look, because the low health back damage is not really good. I think back damage overall can be nice, but with low health, it's not really a good combination. And the Surtur sword has been at Reda a couple of times. I think it looks really awesome. So I think you likely have it already at this point. If not, it's totally worth it. So get it. Getting extra attack while having your weapon on fire is pretty nice. It's easy to do, and the attack increase is noticeable. There are totally better weapons, but I would totally say get it if you don't have it yet.
Alright, thanks Jor. Before we wrap up the video, there's another returning item that has popped up into the game. If you go to Ubisoft Connect right now, you will see the Pharah Horse. It costs 30 units to get it, and if you can remember, this horse was first a reward from one of Reda's challenges, which was in the game around the end of September 2021. So if you missed out on this one, you can now still get the reward via Ubisoft Connect. It's an Assassin's Creed Origins inspired horse with an Egyptian design, which looks really nice and very conveniently placed now that there's a 60 FPS patch for Origins in the works. And that's all for today on Reda's weekly highlights, and if you would like to check Reda's daily item, you can check out our Discord. We've got a special Reda channel where our lovely community members keep you up to date. You can find the link to our Discord via the pinned comment. If you like this content, don't forget to leave a like and check back next week to see what Reda has in store for you then. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!